I'm Anupama Chatterjee. I'm a happiness coach and a wellness coach for corporate professionals.
Happiness should be a mental state. It should not be a place of achievement that you want to go.
Hello, ma'am. Welcome to my podcast. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very happy. How are you, Ra?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing very well.
Okay. Can you describe me about yourself a little bit in a brief moment?
Sure. So I'm Anupama Chatterjee. I'm a happiness coach and a wellness coach for corporate professionals from across the globe, and I help them with just two simple things: happiness and inner peace.
Why these big terms? Happiness. See, if it is a very small term, but means a lot.
Exactly.
So, what do you mean by happiness?
So if you ask me that question, I have to take you a little bit before to my journey. Is
Okay.
that okay with you? So how I started out is my story is not a story that started with success. My story is a story that started with failure. Like when I was starting back in my days, I started out to become a doctor. I was extremely bright student. I went through all kinds of entrance examinations, but I couldn't crack the NEET. We had NEET back there. NEET has just started. And I couldn't crack the NEET. And I went into depression for like 7 years post that. But I wasn't like, my life did not stop. I was doing my graduation, my post-graduation. I became a nutritionist. But nothing gave me the satisfaction that I was looking for in my life. As I worked with my clients, I saw that when people came to me, they came to me for, I'm a nutritionist, so they came to me for diet plans and diet charts, and I want to lose 7 kgs of weight in 2 weeks or 1 month or whatever. Even though they succeeded sometimes, or even though they failed sometimes, the thing that was never enough, like it is never enough. I am still not happy. That is the goal, or that is the thing that they always wanted to achieve. All the people I've met, I was just doing a session this morning. We're going to talk about it later in the interview.
Mhm.
The only thing that we ever want is to be happy. And it is so hard. It is so hard to be in any situation, any work, in the food we eat, the way we look. We are just all trying to be happy. So how I deduced it is, I think I just am good at helping people find their own happiness and inner peace, because happiness is different for everyone else.
Why it is difficult? Because, happiness, what do you mean, or what everyone means by happiness? Like, it is a success, it is a, money matter, what it is?
I think what you said, money or career, is a parameter for a lot of people by which this mean happiness. So for a student, for a teenager, if you tell a 16-year-old teenager, how will you be happy? Probably he'll say, if you take me to a good pizza store and you buy me a lot of pizza and some beverages, I'll be very happy. If you ask the same to a 26-year-old professional, they'll say that if I just get 2 days off in a week, I'll be very happy. If you speak to a 46-year-old person, they'll say that if I just am able to take my mind off everything that is going on in my family, at work, and I can just get some time for myself and be with myself, I'll be happy. If you ask a 56 or a 66-year-old person, they'll say that, if I'm just healthy, if I don't have any ailments, if I don't have to take any medicines, and I'm just able to walk on my own, or be without any medication, I'll be happy. So happiness is different for everybody else.
That I understand, but okay, let's talk about the opposite side of happiness, like sadness, what it is.
Okay. I think you answered your own question. Anytime you're not happy, now in today's generation, we have this tendency to be sad. It's like, I have a great bungalow, and if for some financial constraints, say I have to lose that bungalow, I'm immediately sad. If I have, let's say I'm looking great, I'm very happy. For a lot of women, this happens the moment their eyeshadow is a little bit off, or they're looking immediately not nice. For some reason, it's like I'll show you an example. I'll show you this. So for people, happiness is like this, elastic.
Okay.
The moment you get something you want, you're happy. You don't want, not happy.
Okay.
Immediately you get something, you're very happy. The moment things are not going in your favor, you're not happy. And that is sadness. And that is very, very evident, I think, in today's generation.
And why it is so hard that for the mental peace and all, like if you are not in the peace, you will be sad. And if you are like in a peace, for the moment, you will be happy. But sadness, if you remember something which is like what I will say, like problematic, you will be sad very fast. But if you like realize a happy moment, you'll not be happy like your first or your second time, but you'll be happy for like second and all. So why?
Your question is not clear.
So I'm asking like why happiness is so hard? Means it is just a give you a pleasure of 2 or 3 minutes or like for a day. After that again it will start another thing, doesn't it? So what it is? Why like everyone in the older days like people were happier. Right now they are not. They are like following the happier thing, but they are not. They are not able to achieve. So why?
So you said an important word that is people want to achieve happiness.
Yeah.
They want to achieve mental peace. If you see any, let's say, if you talk about a spiritually evolved person, that could be a saint, that could be a monk, that could be a very deep yoga practitioner, that could be a wellness coach, that could be anyone who you consider to be very evolved, you will see that they're peaceful, they're happy, because they're not trying to achieve that happiness, they're coming from that happy place. Like, for example, if you ask a child that what chocolate do you want, he'll say a chocolate. You give him the chocolate, after that he'll be happy. If you don't give him the chocolate, he'll cry for some time. But after some time, he'll forget. He'll be worried about something else. He'll be smiling again, laughing again. You scold the child, after some time he'll come back to you smiling. Hey, hey, hey. That happens. Why? Because their mental state is happy. Happiness should be a mental state. It should not be a place of achievement that you want to go to. The moment you try to start achieving happiness, like I'm doing yoga for 20 minutes a day, I'll feel better. But that will become a temporary thing. If I don't do yoga for 3 more days, I'll not start being happy. But if I make it that yoga I'm not doing to achieve happiness, I'm doing it to be blissful from inside. And every step, everything that I'm doing from inside, if I do it so that I am happy, but I'm not trying to achieve happiness, I'm generally happy in everything that we do. It's going to be much
Can
easier.
we say happiness is a drug?
Oh, it is the highest state of addiction that you can have. It is not even addiction. It is a state of being. You said drug, right?
Yeah.
So if we talk about addiction, what does an addict need?
Pleasure?
Yeah. But whatever addiction they're into, they need that particular chemical, right?
Yeah.
So for smoking a cigarette, or for nicotine, or for some drugs, a particular drug, whatever it is, I'm not naming any drug, but they need that particular drug because that gives them pleasure, that makes them happy. The moment they don't have it, they become irritable, which means their state is becoming dysfunctional. They need that constant state of happiness.
Okay.
They need that constant state of pleasure. You can say pleasure, you can say happiness, but they are also going through that same thing. Everybody in the world are going to one single thing, and that is they are looking at their own happiness. It could be through their career, it could be through their money, it could be through their relationships, it could be through drugs. Anytime people are trying to achieve something, they're trying to eventually get to that state, and that state is happiness.
Okay. If like is a loneliness is a happiness or like what?
Loneliness is happiness, do you think?
I don't know. Like because some people I have seen like some people will be comfortable with themselves. I don't know that is happiness or what, but they are comfortable. They like for them it is what you said, peace. So they are peace with that. But I don't know that it is happy peace or what it is, but they are peace with that. So in that context, if I see alone is a happiness kind of thing, or like being with the people. You told like even a person is being with other person, means like in community or something, there it will be good. He will be feel happy and he'll be there. But when a person is alone, in that also he will be happy, or what it will be?
There are three kinds of people: happy people, sad people, and people who are happy and sad. If we don't take that, if we say generally, we see that there are three kinds of people: they're introverts, they're extroverts, and they're ambiverts.
Yeah.
Introverts, people who are very happy with themselves, they do not need an external stimulation or simulation for them to be happy or for them to feel very good about themselves. So these are the people, according to your question, who are not lonely. They're just happy with themselves and they're able to continue the day-to-day tasks and everything. It's not like they will be secluded from everyone else, like you see in those Instagram memes that they're alone in one room, in one country, in one island. Not like that. They're able to function very well in their own environment. These are the introverts. People who are happy with themselves. They are alone and they're happy. Okay. They choose to be lonely. Sometimes they can come in the environment also during some festival, during some community gathering, during a occasion in the family. They'll come together also. But generally, they prefer to be with themselves. Second are the extroverts. These are the people, like people who like to speak, people who like to communicate, they want to socialize. They are the people you will see very often. They're going to malls, they're going to this place, that place, activities, exhibitions. They're going for different kinds of outdoor activities because they like the association of others. Their energy increases when they're in association of other people. The people who are introverts, their energy is sufficient in their own environment. But extrovert people, these people need the energy of the other people for their own energy to rise. They will thrive in the environment of other people.
Okay.
And third are the ambiverts. Ambiverts are the people who like to be with themselves sometimes also, but they will also need the kind of people around themselves. They will also socialize. Sometimes they'll go to parties, they will work with other people, but sometimes they have their own solo projects. They will want to focus and do it exactly the way they want. So people are not able to understand, like, are they introverts, are they extroverts, or are they ambiverts? If we understand ourselves better, it will be very easy for us to understand, like, what is that clicks for me. And the moment you understand what clicks for you, then you become mentally peaceful with yourself. Then you become happy. You know that this is the way I work. That is the reason I speak so much about mental peace and happiness, because when you are in that peaceful state, you understand what is going on inside your mind, inside your body. You can intuitively listen to what's going on. Then you can pick up that I'm an introvert. I like to do things my way, but sometimes I have to socialize with other people so that other people don't feel bad also. Okay, I'm an extrovert. I'll sometimes talk to other people. I will put myself in situations out there so that I thrive. Ambivert people will also understand that I am not like I selectively talk to people. It's just like the way I am. You understand yourself better when you are mentally peaceful.
But what I feel is like, who is introvert? They means right now how the society is going, the state. In that way, like, who is introvert? They will be like coming back, not coming back. They will be at the back, but extrovert will excel in other stuffs and all.
Exactly.
And in that time, the introvert feels sadness because they will have their all strategies. Means they will do the back kind of like works and all, but the what I'll say, like means all credit will goes to the extrovert person, and extrovert person won't do anything. So will be like for an introvert person, it will be a sadness kind of thing. So how he will cope up?
Exactly. I think it's a brilliant question, especially to me, because apart from my other businesses, I also have a business with my partner, Bishal Sarkar, who is a public speaking coach. And we've been doing this for the last 15 years in Bangalore, India, all across the globe.
Okay.
And we don't belong to, now there are a lot of coaches, like speakers, coaches, all of this. We belong to the Skype generation of coaches. You remember Skype was there?
Yeah.
That particular ringtone it had.
Yes.
And back then, internet was also very expensive. So for the last 15 years, we have done this, and we realized that in corporate world, specifically in India, this is a problem. Like, the people who are introvert, they're actually very good in the technical side. But as they cope up, they move on in the corporate ladder, and the immediate time they step into management roles and they're in the charge of something, they're a team lead, they need to speak out their ideas, they need to handle the teams, socialize with people, talk to stakeholders, clients internationally. And that is the time this happens.
Yeah.
That they are not able to speak, or they want to shy and come back. And someone who's not very technically proficient, but just is able to socialize, they get all the limelight, they get all the credit. This happens. So what we have seen and what we have done for those people is continually over the years, the people we trained also, and I'm talking about C-suite professionals. I'm talking about top-tier leaders. I'm not talking about the people who are starting out.
Yeah.
What we do for them is we help them to see where exactly is their proficiency, and we help them not socialize with the people. We help them build their confidence in a way so that they're able to speak to the people in the situations that is necessary.
Okay.
Not everywhere, because that is not their comfort zone. An introvert will not be able to speak all the time. But in the situations that need their attention, if they're able to step up and build their confidence along the way, and this is work, Rahul.
Yeah.
This is work, because people who don't like to speak, when they have to speak, it is work for them. Like an athlete, if an athlete is running and you ask him to slow down and do yoga for 2 hours, it will be like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
It's just the same for introvert people.
Yeah.
They have to actively put in the work. They have to do the right practice. And Vishal says something that practice makes a man perfect is wrong, actually. Practice can only make a person improved. Only the right practice will take you to perfection. So the right practice is very important here. So tactically, we have to handle the situation for introverts.
That is very true. But again, one question here. Like you said, a correct practice, right? But today's world, where everyone is means like everyone is putting social media here, they are like, they are the best persons, everyone is telling that. But how to get a perfect who can tell you, or mentor who can tell you this is the correct path? Means what I'm saying, if you get it or not, I don't know. Like you said, we have to go on a correct path. But in this world, how will get a correct path? Because everyone is like promoting that I'm the good, I'm the good, I'm the good. Right now, people are crazy about like advertisement, this, that. They'll put money on like a hell of the things. But everyone is supporting like I'm the good. But how you will judge like who is the good for you? Because everyone will say, I want mental peace, that happiness. If you get it wrong, also you will be saying, you will be getting again sad. With sad, a different set of thoughts comes. And that will hamper your whole like family circle, friend circle, everything will be spoiled.
Yes.
So how you will get the right person?
I think this is a very important question for today. Very important question. Now tell me something. This is a question for you. What kind of food do you like?
I eat normal.
Like
Normal.
anything that you like?
Right now, my favorite is like dal chawal.
Dal chawal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly.
But have you also had biryani?
Yes.
Have you had pizza?
Yeah.
You had burgers?
Yeah.
You had podi?
Yeah.
You had idlis?
Yes.
You ate all of that, then you found out that no, my thing is dal chawal.
Yeah.
So like that, in today's world, when we have so much of marketing and social media and platforms,
Yes.
it might not hit you the first time. This is a message to everyone else. If you've gone to a coach, if you've gone to a mentor, if you've gone to a healer, and you have not struck it the first time, do not be disappointed, because that is the hybrid generation that we live in. Because the first time you go to a mentor and you click, it's great. If you do not get clicked, what happens is that people go into immediate sadness. That did not happen. That person scammed me. They did not scam you. They worked for some other people. Everybody is working. They're trying to do their best for the other people. but it might not jam for you the first time. You like dal chawal, I like biryani.
Mm.
Okay, that is what I have found out after eating all of that. Since my childhood, I have been introduced to all kinds of food. I have eaten all of that, and when I ate biryani for the first time, I was like blown away. My God, this is my thing. Just the same for you. Life is a journey, and in life, you have to go through the good and the bad. There is no person in the world, including any person you see as a role model, even if they show flashy things on Instagram or social media, they do not have the perfect life. They had to go through their insecurities, they had to go through their problems, and eventually they figured out what worked for them. If you have not found out yet, you are yet to find the right place. That does not mean that you will never find it. You just have not found it. Find it the right way.
You said find it, right?
Yes.
So you are saying trial and error method.
Yes.
Correct? How much a person will try and error? See, because if you are hitting a failure or something, you will hit bad. So in that way, one time you hit failure, okay, you can again cope up. Second time, again cope up. Third time, again cope up. If it is happening like 3, 4, 5, 6 times, then how your mental state will be? Like your mental state will be devastating. So from there to cope up into the happiness, not into the happiness, into the normal, because see, you're not only restricted to yourself, your social life will be there, your mother, father will be there, your other things, your work balance, your student life journey will be there. So with that, how you will be coping up? Because like other things are like devastating. With if you are not good with your friends, they will say why are friends with this guy? He will be always talking other things and all. He'll be always sad in other things. So if we take him outside also, he'll be sad. Or like they will be cared for us because friends are there for us, right? So they will be cared for us. So why you're telling trial and error? Why that?
It might not work out for everybody, you are saying.
Yes.
That for some people are constantly trying,
Yeah.
they are failing, and some people are going back a lot because of that.
Why I'm giving you this example is like how I came up. Like, if a person studies for a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, however, after that also he couldn't able to crack an exam or crack good marks in a board or anything, then there they will think suicide things and other things and all. It might be a controversial, but like they will go a very bad mental state. That time they couldn't able to think that their mother father is there, their friends are there, no one. They like go in a deep mental different state and down.
Mhm.
So how to cope up from them that side?
I think there are many tangents to this question they were asking. One tangent, let me first put out the tangents from you.
Sure.
First tangent is the tangent of mental health issues that come because of not being able to handle failure. Second tangent is the tangent of succeeding in life. You want to succeed in life, but you're trying and you're failing. What do you do in that case? Third is the performance you are saying. The performance becomes hampered when you are trying and failing and you're not able to figure out what is happening. These are all different tangent questions. So I'll break down one by one. For example, number one, you said about teenagers. So an example that I can give you is I have been a keynote speaker in the Scotland Taekwondo Open Championship, and I've been the guest speaker, opening speaker for 3 years, 2021, 2022, 2023. All 3 years I've been their opening speaker.
Okay.
And when before the event, before the launch happens, so because we had 2,000 athletes performing from 93 different countries. So some athletes have performance issues, some have some mindset issues. So we get a set of questions before the event. Like when we built the speech, when we structured the speech, the committee sends you some questions. That these are the questions, these are major questions from people. If you can integrate that in your speech, the answers, it becomes very easy for other people to get that. So the common question that I have got in 2021 just after COVID hit. 2022, when we were recovering, 2023, much more easier it was. It was not about performance. It was not about the right diet. The single question that I got was how to be at ease of mind when an athlete is performing and they're not able to come in top 10. It's mind-blowing because 2,000 athletes are performing.
Yes.
Not everybody will get a medal. So only, let's say, 30 or 40 people are getting a medal. What happens to those 1,500 other athletes? There's the place where your life energy kicks in. That is the place for you to be happy. That is the place of positivity. That is the place of mental peace. If you immediately get struck down in situations, and life will struck you down, it will not keep you going up and up. You go somewhere, you get hit. You go somewhere, you get it. That's how life is. And the moment failure hits you, they become demotivated. We saw a recent situation of Miss Fogart. You saw that, right?
Yes.
So what happened right there? People wanted to go somewhere. For some reason, they could not hit that. Immediately, that setback, even for an excellent performer like her, it hit like anything. It shook the entire country. It happens for so many people. The way that you can get out of this is by having a constant positivity, like standing like a pole in your life. And that pole, you have to build it in the ground. If you want to build a strong flag and you want to put it in the ground, you have to go really deep. If you put the flag just in shallow depth, it will go down very easily. But if you put it really deep, no matter how much windy it is, no matter how rainy it is, it will not go down. The soil will hold you when you go really deep. That's how with life. Your positivity is not like, so there's the concept of hype positivity and fake positivity.
Okay.
When do you need to be positive in life? When the real problems hit you. When life is hitting you. When you're going along with 50 other friends and people are not talking to you. When you are going with a presentation and you're not able to give the presentation well. You're coming back and your wife is telling you that, oh, you are a failure, you did not do this, you did not do that. Your child is looking up to you and maybe you're having a bad day on that day. That is the time for you to step up on your positivity. And it will not come instantly. You cannot close your eyes and do yoga for 20 minutes and become happy. Does not happen that way. Constant practice over time. Look at any successful athlete, performer, successful business professional, corporate industry giant, anyone. The way is constant training. Peak performance comes when you have positivity with the right attitude and the work is put in. If you don't put in the work, you will constantly be phased out in life. The Virgin company, Richard Branson, he has 300 different companies. Do you know the name of all three? Do I know the name of all three? No. But everybody knows the name of Virgin Galactic or the Virgin Airlines because those are the most successful ventures. But he also has probably 100 failed ventures or maybe more.